Well, gracious greetings, thanks Stephen family and guests. Welcome to another edition of Living Water for a Thirsty Thursday. We're going to church, and yes, you can see it. We're going to St. Stephen Baptist Church. Let's go to church together. You ready to go to church together? Here we go. What? Are the doors locked? Say what? The doors of the church are locked? What? You remember when the pastors, not only the pastors and the deacons, when they would say in the past, the doors of the church are now open. Amazing. The doors of our church right now are locked. Yeah, for the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about rejection. Yeah, rejection is not something that any of us like. Rejection is not something that any of us want to experience. We're also going to talk about it in relation to acceptance. And what I was really thinking about is when you look at the Bible, and of course, the most significant figure in the Bible that we know in human form would have to be Jesus himself. And so when I started thinking about rejection and praying through this, I said, man, has Jesus ever been rejected? I mean, other than by us. Of course, we have rejected him, but just wanted to, just curious as well, if Jesus himself had been rejected. I think that is obviously a good question if he had or had not. And so I'm just checking some other doors. It seemed like all the doors are locked and we can't get into church. I'm like, what is this? So you're starting to pick up that I'm being rejected. I can't get into church. When did Jesus ever feel like that? So of course we know, when you try to share Christ and people don't accept Christ, there's that sense of rejection, and I'm sure Jesus feels that rejection. Well, here we go again. Some more. And these doors are locked. Can't get in and get this sense of rejection. And so the text that comes to mind for me, I'm sure you know it, and it's John 1:11. And John 1:11 hits this so clearly. And he says, he came unto his own, and his own received him not. Man, how heavy duty is that? That Jesus Christ himself, he came to his own. And this own here can be multifaceted. Obviously, it can be his immediate family, right? It could be those that were in his community. It could be those in his extended family. It could be those that are humans, all of us, mankind, did not receive him. But the key and what we really want to hit is that Jesus Christ himself has been rejected. That can't be a good thing. Well, I see Mr. Ortega over here as well. And Mr. Ortega, and we're going to ask Mr. Ortega if he has ever been rejected. Mr. Ortega, I just want to ask you a question as well, since I see you over here working hard. You can take your mask off if you want to, it's up to you. But we're talking about a little subject called rejection. Somebody, for whatever reason, not accepting you, or have you ever had a time in your life where you have been rejected?
Yes.
and just let us know, did it feel good to be rejected?
No.
Not at all. Right. All of us kind of want to be accepted, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us this. What did you do when you were rejected? How did you get over it? What did you use? Anything you used to help you to get over rejection?
Well, I always think in my grandma that she used to say, you have to know who you are. And if you know who you are, you can go through all those things right away, because you have to be sure who really you are, and your value is on God. I mean, your weight or my weight, my body weight. She used to say, you have to know that your weight is your value is on God. So those things, it's like for me, it's I don't know how can I explain. You know, it's like,
Oh, you explained it perfectly, man. That is priceless. That one, you got to know your value comes from God. You got to know your own significance, and like you said at the beginning, Grandma said, know who you are.
Yeah.
Right? You got to know who you are, which is so critically important. And when you know who you are, regardless of any rejection you may feel, it doesn't take away from who you are.
Yeah.
Right? Even though what you do or other things may impact it in a different way.
Yeah.
Man, this is a sharp man right here. I want y'all to know he's smarter than smart. And so we're grateful to have him here at St. Stephen. He keeps everything looking good, running good, operating good, smelling good. He does it all. How many years have you been here now?
Wow, I came just for 3 months and I got almost 7 years. I think.
Oh my gosh, it's been 7 years already?
It's almost 7 years.
Well, we know that's the number of completion, but we don't want that to be your number of completion. That's God's number of completion. But
yeah.
we are grateful for you, sir, and the beard is looking great. So keep the beard going, and thank you for helping us with rejection. It's something that all of us can hold on to and try to live by as well.
Yeah, I think that's something that everyone has to know. You know, especially if we know in our hearts that we are the most precious thing that the Lord has made. Like my grandma says, so nobody, if He's with us, who's gonna be against us?
Oh my goodness, he said if he's for us, who can be against us? He's quoting scripture now. He's laid it down.
Yeah, so
thank you, sir.
Yes,
Outstanding.
be faithful in the Lord, and everything else is come by, you know, it's gonna come easy.
So basically what he's saying, as much as I care about Mr. Ortega, just love this guy to death. If he says something to me and rejects me, I'm still gonna look at him and go, God is more important.
Oh, right? Yeah.
What God thinks is far more important, and I'm gonna get over it. Even though he hurt my feelings. No, I'm gonna get over it. And so thank you, Mr. Ortega, for helping us with this. We're going to continue this journey next week, talking about rejection and trying to do all we can to overcome rejection and the relationship between acceptance, because some of us, we do some things that we really regret because we've either been rejected or we haven't been accepted. Continue to make God proud in all you say, think, and do.